Touch the leg. You are watching Tibet This Week, our weekly news on Tibet, His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Central Tibetan Administration. Let's look at the headlines first. His Holiness the Dalai Lama receives the Ladakh Dusdon Award 2022. Representative Kelsang Bawa meets US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Senator Janet Rice speaks in the Australian Parliament on 8th World Parliamentary Convention on Tibet. Representative Rigzin Genkhang welcomes heads of Sakya tradition to Paris. Representative Rigzin Genkhang meets Taiwanese Representative Ming Tsai. Office of Tibet, Brazil organizes a lecture by Yongey Mingyur Rinpoche. Representative Dr. Arya meets Vice Chairperson of Local Parliamentary Group for Tibet. His Holiness the Dalai Lama receives the Ladakh Dusdon Award 2022 presented by Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council at the Sindhu Ghat, Leh, Ladakh on Friday this week. His Holiness attended the festival as the chief guest and noted the environmental destruction and spoke about the importance of conservation effort in the Himalayan region.
Myanmar, the Ladakh, the Shanata, Tarikesa, Monjang, the Green, Shiramang, Shinsha, Yawashari, Tatun Chanzu, and Kuyu, Yaho, Xionyadi, Changme, and Tona Shukshen, and Huda Cherochi.
The festival was also attended by 104th Gandhin Tripa Rinpoche, Thikse Rinpoche, Dupa Thuksi Rinpoche, Dolma Gyari, Kalun for Department of Security, Central Tibetan Administration, Jamyang Siring Namgyal, Indian Member of Parliament and other dignitaries and officials from Leh, Ladakh. Dusdon is an annual festival held to celebrate the glory of Ladakh on the occasion of Union Territory Ladakh Declaration Day on August 5th. The festival this year celebrates the glory of Indus River as its theme. Representative Kelsang Bawa of the Office of Tibet, Taiwan participated in the Taipei roundtable talk with U.S. House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi on Wednesday this week. Representative Kelsang in his keynote spoke about the current situation of Tibetan people in Tibet under the suppression and tyranny of Chinese Communist Party and emphasized on the middle way policy proposed by His Holiness the Dalai Lama in peacefully resolving the Sino-Tibetan conflict. Representative Kelsang also expressed his gratitude for the increased support to Tibet from the international community and noted in particular the U.S. Congress for passing the Tibet Policy and Support Act in 2020 and recognizing the Central Tibetan Administration as the legitimate entity representing all Tibetans. The roundtable talk was joined by 6 other individuals from pro-democracy groups and human rights activists. U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi arrived in Taiwan on Tuesday this week, marking the highest-level visit by a U.S. official in Taiwan in 25 years. Senator Janet Royce, Senate for Victoria, spoke in the Australian Parliament on Tuesday this week on the recently held 8th World Parliamentary Convention on Tibet. Senator Rice read out the declaration of the 8th World Parliamentary Convention on Tibet and called upon the fellow senators to meet with Tibetans when the delegation visits the parliament in September for the Tibet Lobby Day, and asked to join Parliamentary Friendship Group and the Australian All-Party Parliamentary Group for Tibet for Peace and Justice in Tibet.
So I've come back to this from the convention into this place, fired up about the role that Australia and this Senate can play to achieve justice for the people of Tibet. Now, I encourage my fellow senators to meet with Tibetans when they visit Parliament in September and to join our Parliamentary Friendship Group, the Australian All-Party Parliamentary Group for Tibet, to work with us together across party lines for peace and justice in Tibet.
Representative Rigzin Genkhang, Secretary Namgyal Samdrup, Tibetan Member of Parliament from Europe Thupten Gyatso, members of the Tibetan Association along with a few hundred Tibetans accorded a warm welcome to Sakya Khoma Trizin Rinpoche and 42nd Sakya Trizin Ratna Vajra Rinpoche at the Paris North train station on Monday last week. They also received 43rd Sakya Trizin Gyana Vajra Rinpoche at Charles de Gaulle Airport on the same day. The heads of Sakya tradition were in Paris from 30th July to 1st August to commence the second European Sakya Melam in Paris. On Wednesday last week, Representative Rigzin Genkhang of the Office of Tibet Brussels met with Taiwanese Representative Ming Tsai in his office. Representative Genkhang briefed Representative Tsai on His Holiness the Dalai Lama's ongoing visit to Ladakh and the situation in Tibet. Representative Tsai expressed gratitude for the visit and informed Representative Genkhang about the various initiatives undertaken by his office at the EU level. Both representatives agreed to work closely on certain areas and to deepen the cordial relations between the two offices. Representative Rigzin Genkhang participated in the Volan Festival, one of the most celebrated Buddhist festivals by the Vietnamese, at the invitation of the Kanan Pagoda in Ivory, southern suburbs of Paris, the seat of the Unified Vietnamese Buddhist Congregation in Europe, on Tuesday this week. Representative Genkhang thanked the Unified Vietnamese Buddhist Congregation in Europe for renewing the existing spiritual and fraternal bond between the two Buddhist communities of Vietnamese and Tibetan, especially since His Holiness the Dalai Lama had inaugurated the pagoda on August 12, 2008. Tibet House Brazil organized a lecture on Buddhist wisdom for a daily life with Yongey Mingyur Rinpoche in collaboration with Palace Antenna on 3rd July 2022 at Tulsi, a reputed Indian restaurant in Sao Paulo. Representative Jigme Tsering welcomed Yongey Mingyur Rinpoche, and Professor Leah Diskin of Palace Antenna introduced Rinpoche to the audience. Rinpoche led a meditation session followed by an interaction with audience. Representative Dr. Arya Gyalpo of the Liaison Office of His Holiness the Dalai Lama for Japan and East Asia met Ms. Arisawa Yuma, Vice Chairperson of the newly formed All Japan Local Parliament Group for Tibet, based in Osaka, on Tuesday this week. Ms. Arisawa, who was in Tokyo City to attend a meeting at the Parliament, visited the Liaison Office of His Holiness the Dalai Lama and informed Representative Arya of the establishment of the All Japan Local Parliament Group for Tibet in Osaka City in May this year. Representative Arya thanked Ms. Arisawa Yuma and the local parliamentarians for their interest and support for the Tibet issue and appreciated her effort in highlighting Tibet issues in the region. Representative Arya also updated her on the current situation of Tibet, the Tibetans in exile, the Central Tibetan Administration, and sought the lawmakers' continued support for Tibet. Ms. Arisawa Yuma said that the Tibet issue is crucial because it represents truth and non-violence. She also appreciated His Holiness the Dalai Lama's effort to resolve the Sino-Tibetan conflict through dialogue and promised full support of the support group for a peaceful resolution of the Tibet issue. That is all for this week. See you next time and have a great weekend.